past another. College football week 9 is happening underway, and my absolutely disgraceful Texas Longhorns barely make it out of Tennessee against the Commodores. Now, let's put a little respect on the dash dang Vanders in their names, because this is not the same Vanderbilt of old. We're going to talk about that game and recap that. And because nothing really crazy happened in the 12 o'clock hour, we're going to review a few more games. We're going to touch on the Ohio State-Nebraska game, another top team barely surviving, a middling but up-and-coming team. We're going to talk about that one, and we'll probably talk about one or two other games and kind of what the standings are looking like. But first things first, hope you're enjoying these videos. If you do, like them. If you don't, dislike them. Hey, subscribe, hit the bell, all that fun stuff that YouTubers say to do. Get that done, all right? Let's get into it. All right. What's that? Who's that coach? A head coach who said everyone needs to be after that performance or whatever. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling right now. No, in all seriousness, this is a very scrappy Vanderbilt team. This is a very put together Vanderbilt team. This is a very disciplined Vanderbilt team that had their way in a lot of different areas and a lot of different places and spaces. And I don't think the 3-point score shows how bad the Longhorns are. I think it just shows how well Vanderbilt was taking advantage of the opportunities that they got. Like that's an extremely important thing in the game of football. I know we talk a lot about just pure, numbers and this and this guy being a 4-star, 5-star. The thing about Pavia that makes him so amazing, so potent, the things that he can do this and make. My palms were sweaty, knees weak, mom's spaghetti was everywhere, dog. Like I didn't like it. I was sitting here freaking out because this Pavia magic. I saw the dang Vanderbilt field goal shaking. He was crying. He knew it was finna happen. He knew he was gonna be in a river with another field goal post. Like that's a terrible. Well, I mean, that'd be pretty cool to be a field goal post and be in the river. Besides the point, they really did a really great job of taking care of opportunities, capitalizing on different things. And from the offensive side, from Texas, I gotta look Sark in the eye and say, hey, why did we run the same play 17 times in a row? I get it. We're just out-talenting. But that running back leak pass that, this is what we're going to do. We're going to run it as a, not a flag. God dang it. Not a tunnel screen. What is it called when you bend it out? I can't believe I forgot what that's technically called. But you know what I'm saying? We call it a swing pass. I'm dumb. A swing pass, right? And we set that up like 7 different ways to throw the same thing. Sometimes we would throw it to, what's it called? What do you call it? I can't even remember the dang words. Sometimes we would throw it to our slot guy. Again, sometimes we would just do running back delayed. And then another time, which was like the best time we ran it, was like this delay running back chip. And then we threw again. But Vanderbilt was eating that up. And not only were they eating that up, I felt like we were doing ourselves a disservice at the offensive line. And one of the commenters even talked about it. And let me, while I'm talking about it, I have the team stats up too. I really think we did ourselves a disservice by trying to test and really work the edges of this Vanderbilt defense a lot more. That's where we were spending a lot of time. That's where a lot of the action was. We were getting our big bad fat pandas moving in motion. And this offensive line, which was heralded as one of the best in all nation, just looked sloppy this game and the last game. A lot of penalties committed, and also just getting them out in movement. And I feel like we were hurting ourselves by creating more opportunities for false starts, more opportunities to mess things up. I would say rowdy, but if I could show you, if I could show you the density of Longhorns, you know what I'm saying. But the rowdy and very emotional, and very invested, a group of Vanderbilt fans. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. What's it called? Definitely, I think didn't make things easier for this Texas team. So I think that's interesting to talk about. But yeah, man, really good in taking advantage of it. Our offense just really looked lethargic. We've looked very one-dimensional. Quinn Ewers, I just want him benched. I've had this weird feeling about Quinn Ewers since he started playing. He has this thing where he always has to get warmed up. He always looks terrible in his first 5 throws, especially if it's a big game. He'll just blatantly throw interceptions into, I got it. And now I'm going to play like I have amazingly immense arm talent and I can get through all my progressions and I can run this offense like a maestro. Sometimes it's like this amazing rhythm and Quinn is looking and dropping and dopping. And I don't even put those 2 interceptions on him. Again, I think that's back on Sark for Why are we doing this? Why are we taking this what should be respectable defense and doing all this outside left right? I just go right at them. Y'all, we did that with Alabama. In Alabama, we try to make it a vanilla gameplay. And then we come to Vanderbilt and think that we can get spicy and put the ball in weird places and spaces. Dog, we have two great running backs. We were giving Wisner, feeding Wisner. Dog, let's feed Wisner, then feed Blue, then feed Wisner, then feed Blue, then get an option. Then hey, something that's worked great for us, like in almost every single one of our wins, and even in the last game, let's get a swing pass. What's it called to our man Ryan Wingo, track speed guy. I just felt like we were creative just to be creative, and we were just doing things to do things and testing the edges. Now, and it worked out into the end because we could run the ball down. But the fact that we, after the second quarter, just couldn't capitalize on anything with all the multiple turnovers, it's the same story as last week. And if I would be honest and I wasn't as upset and talking about how embarrassed we got against Georgia, the truth of the matter is this defense is really good, and it played well. And it played decent in this game as well. But it's hard to do that when both of the touchdowns that they first got were both given to them after turnovers inside Texas territory. Like in last game, it was our offense. I think we had like 3 back-to-back drives getting the ball before our own 20. And then in this game, they get like 3 or 4 drives in our own territory, 2 of them in our red zone or the high red area. Like it's not so much that we're getting dominated. It's just small things. It's the penalties, the extra 15 here, the holdings, the false starts. It's just a sloppy win that we look like we barely survived, because we did barely survive. And this is a really good Vanderbilt team. I really think that it's sad. It saddens me that they're gonna have to be jumped out the rankings. That's just how it goes, big dog. But this is one of the top 25 best teams in college football. Texas needs to pull their pants up or do something. I don't know. Wipe their tears. Get in action, son, because that looked terrible. Not from the defensive side. Hey, they were tasked with a lot and going on. By the way, can I show y'all this? I need to show y'all this because this is like some weird. We can't show full plays, but I just want to. This is good because I want this to be slow so we can do this frame by frame. When I saw that they first off, they're down 14. They're down 2 scores. They're at our 40. Great stop. It's 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9. Okay, let's just get this stop. And they convert. Sorry, 3rd and 9. 4th and 9. They convert the 4th down. Holy Christmas crepe. Christmas crepes? I don't know. I didn't want to say anything other too derogatory. Then they get into the goal, 3rd and goal. We stop them. We stuff them. And then 4th and goal. And this is what this psychopath Pavia pulls out of his back pocket. Okay, rolling right. These motherfuckers is lost. I mean, I'd be lost too. Mini Johnny Manziel's here. Johnny Manziel Nashville edition. What does he see? Is he seeing him? Oh, he's gonna come open, and if he sees that, that's great. That's phenomenal. I guess he's just a literal psychopath, and he sees him coming open here. You see his momentum pushing him there, so he should have an open pocket right here. But look at this dog. He throws it. Boom. Boom. Okay, past one defender. Boom. And it just hangs there. It's just hanging there. Boom. Past another. Oh, he did hit it. Okay, so he hits. I thought he didn't hit it. Another defender. And he has to hit it too. And then he catches it by bouncing it back to himself. That football in. Oh, fourth and goal. Man. Oh man. Shout out to the dang the Commodores. And by the way, like we talked about last time when we talked about them being in Alabama, their stadium is under construction. So this is not just a this is a program under construction, and they're doing a pretty good job out there. And this is a literal situation under construction here. We were absolutely getting cooked, man. We were getting deep fried and cooked. But that was that. Texas survives. Hopefully we can find a way to rebound. So let's take a peek at some of these other games. More specifically, Nebraska versus Ohio State. I didn't even go over the team stats here. Sorry. First downs, third down efficiency. I mean, very good. Wait, why does it say fourth down efficiency 1 for 2? They converted 2. The fourth down they converted was a touchdown. So I don't understand. 9 for 15 for us on third down. They were 3 and 12 for third downs. Really? I feel like I just feel like that's not. I feel like they converted a lot of third downs, but I could be wrong. We had almost 100. Over more than 100 more total yards than them. Obviously, got it done through the air. Even with Quinn's 2 interceptions, which again they're both bad at ball, so it's no big deal there. And them boys held the ball too. They knew what to do when it came to possession and trying to get it done. So that was effective. That was effective, man. But all right, let's hop over to Ohio State. And the tail of the tape, or the tape tails, someone's telling about tape, is that Dylan Raiola is a very, 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 very talented player. This Ohio State $20 million roster is a little bit underwhelming as well. Now, this Nebraska defense is elite by like every stretch of the imagination. Those boys up front, they're big, they're chunky, they be making bodies move. It's not fun at any level, I think, to try to block that front seven. It's not a fun time. It doesn't look fun. And they were really getting after it. Let's actually take a peek at some of these what the full sack numbers are. I don't want to tell you a fib. I want to tell you a fib. Where that? Penalties, possession, passing. Where's this? Where do you what's it called? What is that set? They had a total of only 2 sacks. Only 2 sacks. And 7 tackles for loss is pretty good. They had 13 tackles for loss, 3 sacks over here for the Ohio State side. But it just felt like they were really all up in Will Howard's face. They really felt like that right tackle in particular was not having a phenomenal day. And I liked what I saw at Dylan Raiola, but I saw that he's a young guy. I mean, I think that was the thing. He was missing a lot of wide open passes. He didn't look phenomenal, but you could see the flashes. You could see the arm talent. You could see him running and really putting his body on the line and really trying to galvanize this offense. But at the end of the day, it's just not enough. He's a true freshman quarterback starting for a reason. That's a team that they're building. They're going to be a wagon in the Big Ten. So I think the fact that it's 17-21 and this team is still trying to find their full identity at the wide receiver and running back positions, I think it's very, very scary for the future of this $20 million roster getting it done. So interesting matchup there. What else? Who else we had? Who else was playing in this 12 o'clock little bracket there? Oh man, Miami's pouring on Florida State in halftime. So we'll still do a video about it, but it's just gonna be a sad video about how Florida State's done for a long time. Texas A&M gets the ball back in there. They're trying to claw back from this little situation here. I need Texas A&M to win so Texas can beat them when we play them at the end of the year. But I don't know. The way we playing, who knows? Got a slugfest. Got a dang barn burner out there in Kansas versus K-State. Smoo and Duke. Oh, wow. Duke is up 7 on Duke. Oregon, I mean, look, this is the number 1 team playing like the number 1 team. You go against Illinois and you hold them to only field goals and you pour it on. Like, this is a top-rated Illinois team. This is a really, really good team in Illinois. I mean, 20 ranked. I mean, this is nothing to just bat your eyes at. This is, when you're the number 1 team, this is the domination you want to show interconference. So that's great to see. I was talking about Nebraska, Ohio State. We talked about Texas Vandy. BYU, I don't know why people, and the score does not tell the tale, because as you can see, 14 of these points came late. Everybody was like, oh, y'all watch out. This could be a close game. I'm like, have y'all been watching BYU football? Have y'all been watching UCF football? Because no, dog. I knew BYU was going to boat race them. I'm surprised they came and got those last 14 points there, so it is what it is. Notre Dame and Navy in the saddest matchup of the day, because we wanted Navy to be undefeated. We wanted it to cause a weird situation in the playoffs to have Navy and Army in there. So all the faith is in Army at this point. Indiana 8-0 for the first time since 1962, I believe, in football. It's a football school now, son. Signetti's got the boys large, charged, and charged up because they're going goddamn crazy. 31-17 against Washington. They handle business when they have game day in town. Alabama bounces back 34-0 against Missouri. Missouri just is a shell of what we thought they would be. That was a lot of people. Missouri was a lot of people's choice to win the SEC. I want y'all to know that. Like that's how we were talking about Missouri. I just want that to be known. Ole Miss gets the what? Gets the win against Oklahoma. Anyway, shout out to the goddamn Ashton Genties getting it done against UNLV. He only had 128 yards. It's crazy. But yeah, that's it. Great week of week 9 college football. We will have more videos, of course. We're going to talk about the Florida State game soon. If I don't pass out and if Colorado doesn't go into 17 times overtime like they like to when they have their late games, hopefully we'll review the Colorado game as well. But other than that, man, I just hope y'all enjoy the rest of the slate. Enjoy NFL if you partake. Be amazing, be phenomenal. You be great. Like the video if you like it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to tell you to dislike it, even though, if you don't like it, you dislike it. Subscribe, bells, all that, man. We'll see you next time.